Welcome back everybody to Hayes Tech and Ron Reviews. This is the channel where we go over anything tech related, and I mean anything. Today we're going to go over the Rode Videomic. This was the original microphone put out by the company Rode. The owner and developer of that microphone is Peter Friedman. This company is based out of Australia and they do outstanding work. A lot of YouTubers out there, I'm sure several of you people out there know what I'm talking about. It is an outstanding mic, but it did not come without any downfalls, and we'll go over that in this video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. And as always, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification icon to get a notification of my videos as soon as they're released. That way you don't miss any of them. Alright, here we go. Let's see what's in this puppy. We're going to go ahead and try to open this bad boy up and get this box out of the way. Alright, I figured I'd do something a little different than my normal reviews. I figured I'd try to take it outside, get a little different background. Little ambiance, I should say. Alright, I just want to make a quick disclaimer here. I am not a professional in any way, shape, or form in photography, videography, or audio files. Alright, let's get on with the video. I figured I'd do something a little different than my normal reviews. I figured I'd try to take it outside, get a little different background. Little ambiance, I should say. It's snowing outside. I did do my microphone tests outside. I wanted to keep them all equal, I guess, on the same playing field, so I did want to do all my microphone tests in the same spot so you guys could get a good idea of what all of them sound like in the same environment. Okay, we are doing a review of the Rode Videomic, so I'm going to go ahead and set this tripod up, and I do have some notes. I took notes, and we're going to talk about the history of the Rode Videomic. Not in depth, guys. Don't hit that change the channel button now. Hang on. It's going to be a short, very, very short, discussion of the creator of Rode Microphone Company, its parent company, and a lot of the subsidiaries of that company. So stay tuned. I have to watch where I'm walking. I got my cane. It's very slippery out today. All right, Peter Friedman was the designer of the Rode microphone, the Rode Videomic, which is the one that we're reviewing here today. I wanted to get out of the way that the Rode Videomic was the original of all the microphones that was made. This one here was the beginning of all of them. I have some notes here, guys. Notes. It has a super cardioid pattern, meaning it's picking up from the front, very little from the sides, and almost nothing from the back. It is self-powered via a 9-volt battery, so I actually like 9-volt batteries. I think more things should use 9-volt batteries, in my opinion. I like them that much. Again, this was the original Rode mic for DSLR cameras, and a funny story, Peter Friedman, again the designer of the Rode Videomic, was recording family functions, like baseball games, sporting events, whatever, and he just couldn't get decent quality audio out of the devices he was using. And at the time, of course, he was using camcorders, stuff like that. Now these camcorders did have auxiliary jacks in them, and he thought to himself, there's got to be a better way, there's got to be a better microphone. And since he owned a corporation that made sound products, microphones and such, he set to work to try to figure out something that would attach to the hot shoe mount on a DSLR or, video camcorder and give a high quality audio sound that wouldn't break the bank. Now that was, of course, was right around 2004. It was a little before 2004. 2004, the Rode Videomic was born and out on the market. All right, a little background on the Rode company itself. It is based in Sydney, Australia. They do have outlets all over the world. Let me see, there's, of course, Sydney, New York. Let me see, I've got them all wrote down. Los Angeles, so I think it's on the next page. New York, London, Hong Kong, Shenzhen, Los Angeles, and Seoul. And of course, Sydney, Australia. Again, it's positioned globally. They do have a facility that's over 110 square feet. That's huge. Now this includes their warehouses and all of their manufacturing facilities where they actually put the components together at. And this is in Australia and Sydney. The Rode Videomic is made of top shelf material, as is all of their microphones. They use nothing but the best. This one here actually has a 1/2 inch microphone. And guys, before we go any further, I am not a professional audiophile or videographer or photographer or any of that. Man, I am just a YouTube putter-outer. That's all I do, is put out YouTube content. So I'm not going to go into real big detail on this stuff. I'm just kind of giving you guys the basics. But it does have a 1/2 inch sensor microphone built into it. It is made of mostly plastic, but again, it's high quality. Okay, the company as a whole started back in 1967. Now, this is the parent company, which was Friedman Electronics. Again, Peter Friedman, is the owner and founder of that company. They were making such brands as Aphe, A-P-H-E-Y. I've never heard of that one. Now, I did hear of Event Electronics, and I also have heard of Soundfields. And of course, they also make Rode products. Now, when this microphone was first designed, it had problems with its mount. That was one of its downfalls. It was like a lot of the other microphones on the market with their mount system, made up of elastic bands and clips, and just a mess. They did iron that out with the lavaliere suspension system. It's a one-piece system. It's flop-free. It seems pretty sturdy to me. The nice thing about it is it is all covered under the microphone's 10-year freaking warranty. And yes, I said 10-year warranty. So all you have to do is go online, register your microphone, and it comes with a 10-year warranty. So if that suspension system breaks, send it back. They're going to fix it. The lavaliere, L-Y-R-E, suspension system, again, is leaps and bounds from its competitors. That uses elastic bands and hooks and stuff like that. Again, I talked about that. Let me move on. Okay, this microphone requires a 9-volt battery. Again, I talked about that earlier, and that is not a downfall for me. I think that is an upfall. That's upfall. What the was that? Oops, sorry. I'll try to bleep that out. Oh, I did want to bring up also that Rode also sells an XLR adapter that goes into the cold shoe mount on top of your phones, on top of your cameras or video cameras, which allows you to plug in an XLR microphone or your Rode Videomic or any of the other Rode microphones into this, and it takes power from the camera with included power inside, I'm sure, and it basically replaces the camera's preamps, and it's awesome. If I could ever get the money, I'm gonna get one. Believe me, guys. I wish my channel could be as nice as The Everyday Dad. By the way, guys, if you haven't watched The Everyday Dad, you've got to watch his reviews. He's probably the one content creator that I do watch every single video. I love his content. I think he does an outstanding job, and I know he's not watching this, but dude, you do outstanding work, so keep it up. I did talk about the 9-volt battery. I want to talk about the 3.5 millimeter plug on this. This is another downfall, I think. It is permanently attached to the microphone as opposed to the other microphones that they have where it can be unplugged. This one isn't like that. It comes right out of the front of the microphone, swings around the side. It is permanently attached. Now, it does have the round kind of cord on it, which I'll show you in the unboxing and that, which is kind of springy. That I like. but it is a 3.5 millimeter TRS style plug. If you're going to use it on a Panasonic camera, the Panasonics take TRRS. I made a whole video on that. So you're going to have an adapter, which I did get an adapter back a while ago, and I'm using it. It works great. Frequency ranges are from 40 hertz to 20 kilohertz, and the output impedance is 200 ohms, whatever the hell that is. No clue. I told you guys, I'm going to be honest. Okay, the dimensions. 2.6 inches wide by 4 inches high by 9.8 inches long, or for those of you across the pond or in Canada, 6.5 millimeters or 65 millimeters in width, 102 millimeters in height, and 250 millimeters in length. The weight is a scant 0.39 pounds, or 176 grams. Now, the microphone I'm reviewing, I got from Amazon, and it came with a wind sock, dead cat, which is cool. So I highly recommend. Use the link I'm going to put down below. It will come with a dead cat, which is cool, helps block a lot of the wind down. One of the big downfalls I've got to mention before I close this out, in order to lower the decibel level on this, it does have a -10 and a -20 dB decibel level reducer, but it's inside the frickin' battery compartment. Why would they do that? And even it wouldn't be so bad if it was easy to get to, but then again, it's not. And I'm going to inset a picture here so you guys can see where it's at. It's crazy. I'm running this at 0. I haven't touched it, so I'm just going to leave it there. It sounds pretty good, and we're going to run with it. That's it for the history. I think I covered it. It wasn't too long, hopefully. I'm going to try to input some video here and there so you're not just watching me, my face gab, and the snowfall and my car in the background. That's it. Alright guys, let's go in and we'll take a look at the microphone itself up close. And I'm not going to go, whoa! Sorry, everyday dad. I walk with a cane. I'd be slipping on the ice and busting my ass. So let's go on inside before I ruin my camera. Alright. I wanted to let you guys hear what the sound quality was like on the camera's inbuilt microphones. That way we can get, a difference in the sound quality between the Rode microphone and what you're running on your camera. Do you even want to spend money on any mic? Or is the, microphones on your camera good enough the way they are? I say no. They suck. You need some kind of microphone. So, you guys know by all the reviews I've done, I own quite a few microphones. So, am I in focus? Is it? It's supposed to be tracking my face. Well, hopefully it is. All right, hey, let's switch to the Takstar. See what it sounds like. Maybe you guys can see a difference between the Rode and the Takstar. There's a big difference in price. Alright, this is a test of the Rode Videomic. I am running it on my Panasonic Lumix G7. I think it's a GH7. Now, I don't have any of the presets inside the microphone changed at all. Everything is set to 0. They do have a -10 and a -20 underneath that 9-volt battery. It's very hard to get to. I'll try to inset a picture somewhere, or even a couple times, and let you guys see what that looks like. Shouldn't be picking up too much. I do have the black sock over the microphone, the one that says Rode on it. I don't have the wind sock on it that came with it. It's not that windy out, so I just figured I'd run with just the black neoprene covering that it has. It does have a high pass filter. I'm going to go ahead and switch that on. I think that's an 80 hertz filter. So we're going to go ahead and switch that on now and see what kind of difference that makes. Okay. I now have the high pass filter switched on. It is an 80 hertz filter. So you guys can hear what it sounds like. Obviously I can't. The Panasonic does not have headphones, so I can't tell what it sounds like. This is going to give you an idea of what the Rode Videomic sounds like. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Now, if you want to sound like a radio host, you could get right up in the mic, test. 1, 2, 3, test. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Okay, I now have the Takstar SGC 598. I always forget that freaking number, man. I have the Takstar on now. It's a shotgun mic. A little different from the Rode Videomic, but not completely different. I don't have, I'm set right now at 0 dB. It doesn't have the plus 10 dB setting on. And I have the, I think it's a low pass, I think is what it is. I have that shut off. Basically the filter system built in on the microphone, I have it shut off. So I wanted you guys to hear it, and I am about, well, arm's length away as if I was vlogging. So here is an audio test of the Takstar microphone. Test 1, 2, 3, test 1, 2, 3. All right, and now you are listening to the Takstar with the plus 10 dB level setting on. I am noticing that my red is picking up in my monitor, which is nice about the Panasonic, by the way. It's got that little built-in sound monitor on it, and I can see that bracket around my face, so it's supposedly auto-focusing on my face. Maybe my hat's obscuring it. Ah, there it picked up. So next what we're going to do is we're going to test the low-pass filter on it, and I'm not going to drop the dB level. I'm just going to go ahead and switch the filter on. Okay, so now the Takstar is running with its filter again. I am about 2 hand lengths away from it, you know, vlogging distance. And here's a representation of the Takstar with plus 10 dB and the filter on. Test 1, 2, 3. Audio test 1, 2, 3. So now you guys have an idea of the difference between the Rode microphone and the Takstar. Takstar $25, between $25 and $29 on Amazon, depending on where you go. And of course the Rode Videomic, $149. Big difference. Alright, and that's it for the Rode Videomic. I hope you guys liked the video. I tried to keep it short and sweet, and I wanted to give you guys an idea of what the differences in the mic sounds were. I was going to go ahead and try my Zac sound with it, but it's a condenser mic. It's totally different. This microphone here has a 1/2 inch sensor on it. You're comparing, you know, apples to oranges now. Like I said, the difference between price between the Rode Videomic and the Takstar is quite a bit. I do think it's an outstanding microphone. I think if you have the money, I think that you are not going to go bad by getting it. Just remember its downfalls, as I explained earlier in the video. And, you know, look at its good spots. So if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.